Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. The plan was to play at a different course today, but we just ran out of time, so we just managed to fit in 9 of our home course, Antill Park Golf Course. I fit a few balls on the TrackMan the last week, and I just can't hit a driver off the center of the face. I'm sending lots of them left, a bad pull hook. And that's exactly what we do on our first drive, but luckily it ends up on the 7th fairway. Playing our second now, we've got 167 meters to the pin. Luckily, we're far enough back that we can have a crack with the 7-iron and get over the trees. We hit a perfect shot and end up on the green, and we're putting for eagle. Just a quick interruption before we continue. Only 11% of the viewers are subscribers. So if you have been enjoying the content but you haven't subscribed yet, I'd really appreciate it if you could. Cheers. Okay, back to it. We have about 35 foot left, and this would be our first eagle since returning to the game if we can get it. Nope, the eagle still eludes us. We have about 6 foot for birdie. Great start, 1 under through 1 hole. Let's move on to the second. The par 4 second does have a water hazard down the left hand side, and after we pull hooked our first tee shot, we opt to go for a hybrid this time to maybe make it a little bit more safe. And we make nice contact here, but we just draw it a little bit too much and we end up in the hazard anyway, so we'll have to take a drop. Now playing our third, we've got 123 meters left. We don't have the best lie with the ball also below our feet. No idea what happens here, but we hit a shocker and send it way right. And as you can see by my reaction, I was bamboozled by that one. We find ourselves in a tricky spot with about 45 meters to go, but the pin directly behind the trees. We're going to have to go over them. We play a really nice flop shot with the lob wedge and manage to put it on the green. We have about 10 foot left for bogey. We hit a really good putt, which goes in dead center. Now onto the tricky third hole, where we take a 7-iron off the tee. We don't catch this one perfect, but it goes straight and puts us in the fairway. We take a 7-iron for our second shot with about 160 meters to go. We make solid contact, but fade just a little bit too much to the right, which just leaves us off the green. A pair of golfers did let us through, so we are trying to hurry up here and get out of their way. Plus now, we're also being attacked by a wasp. I'm full of excuses for what you're about to see. We get the line wrong and we get the speed wrong, so we hit a terrible putt. Now the ball just won't stop. And the wasp won't leave me alone. And we hit another bad putt. But luckily make the 4-footer for bogey. Let's get out of here. Onto another par 4, which will just take an iron off the tee, a 6-iron, just to make sure it comes up short of the water hazard. We put a good swing on this one, and it leaves us in the fairway. With 83 meters to go, we take the lob wedge. We make clean contact, but send it a little bit left. Luckily, it bounces off the hill back onto the green. We leave ourselves with a left to right downhill putt, which is about 30 foot. Being downhill, we're tentative with this one and leave it short. And the short putt for par lips out, so we take a bogey. No one likes a 3-putt. The par 3 fifth is playing pretty short today off the socials, coming in at 91 meters. We end up taking a little bit too much off our sand wedge and leave it short. From just off the green, we take the putter. It takes a few bobbles, but it was a good lag putt and it leaves us a short tap in for par. Another short par 3, so we take the pitching wedge. We hit a nice shot, which has a great line, just a little bit too far, but we are on the green. From about 24 foot, we hit a decent putt, which just leaves us a short tap in for par. And we hit another shocker, and that's another 3-putt. On to the 7th, a long par 5. We pull out the driver again here. My main goal here is just not to snap hook it to the left. You can tell I just don't have confidence with the driver at the moment. Mission accomplished, we hit a slice, but we're still not in a good position. With 280 metres to go here, we're just trying to play a 4-iron under the trees and knock it back on the fairway. We hit it a little bit high, we clipped the trees, but luckily it sent us back out into the fairway. Now playing our third, we got 191 metres to go, so we take out the hybrid. We hit a really good shot, which just leaves us off the left side of the green. We're not on the green, but from 191 metres, I'm really happy with this result. To try and keep the risk low of anything going wrong, we take the putter. We get a nice pace on this one, maybe just ended it a little bit too far to the left. Now 4 feet left to clean up for par. Really happy with how we fought to get a par on this hole. On the par 4 8th, we go with the driver again and hope the snap hook stays away. We play a cut and it leaves us in the right side of the fairway. We have about 76 metres left to the pin, which is sitting behind the tree, but with our natural high ball flight, we're not too worried about it. We hit a nice shot with the lob wedge and it puts us on the centre of the green. Now with a downhill left to right breaking putt for birdie. We hit a good putt, which leaves us a tap in for par. Now on to our last hole today, the par 3 9th, where a birdie will give us our best 9-round score and a par will equal it. Let's see what we can do. We pull our sand wedge a touch and leave it off the left side of the green. From just off the green, we take the putter. And we hit a nice lag putt. Now just about 3 foot left to equal our best 9-hole score. And we miss it to finish 4 over. We've missed probably 3 short putts today we should have made. This score probably could have been about 1 over or 2 over. Oh well, we'll have to do better next time. And for those who have made it this far, if you could subscribe, leave a like, drop a comment, I'd really appreciate it. And thanks for watching.